It started out like any other Friday. Fridays, I don't go to the office, but instead work at home. I was working on my second cup of coffee when the doorbell rang.
Come in.
Are you Helen Duffy?
Who wants to know?
I want to know. I'm Ellen Campbell.
Nice to meet you, Miss Campbell. Please have a seat. Thank you. So, what brings you here?
I was wondering if you could help me find my boyfriend, Daniel Duffy. You see, he doesn't return my phone calls anymore, and he never seems to be home. In fact, I'm not sure if that is his home. He's moved around so much lately, and I just don't know what to do anymore.
Oh, relax, sister. Here. Drink this, it might help. No. So you have a picture of this Duffy character?
No, but it should be on the side of this bottle.
Hi, I'm Daniel Duffy, and boy, am I lost. No one has seen hide nor hair of me in quite some time. If you see me, please call 1-800-CALL-MOM.
I've seen that mug before, and that name. Where have I heard that name?
So, what brings you to me about this? This isn't my usual kind of case. I work for the school district. Missing kids, missing teachers, missing principals, missing funds. You know the racket.
Yeah, but isn't he your brother?
Right. That's where I've seen him before.
Yes, I knew that.
So can you help me?
Yes, I'll take the case. I have a personal interest here. Those are my parents that put out the APB, and I want to make damn sure that he makes it to their 40th wedding anniversary.
When was the last time they saw him?
Oh, they haven't seen Dan since Bush and Noriega were double dating.
Well, where shall we begin?
Let's start with his friends.
He has no friends.
Then we'll have to find some acquaintances. By the way, I charge $500 a day, plus expenses.
Okay. Do you take American Express?
No,
How about Penny's?
no,
How about Lou at the Diamond Center?
no, we'll have to work this out. Excuse me, are you Bill Tornell?
Yes, I am.
We have some questions for you. Your brother-in-law, Daniel Duffy, have you seen him?
No, I haven't.
When was the last time you saw him?
Daniel Duffy, I haven't seen that bum since George Bush and Noriega were partying together in Panama City. Well, that jerk didn't even make it to his sister's wedding.
Those fingers in my hair that slide come hither stare, that strips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft. And I've got no
Entree.
defense for
Doors open.
the heat is too
Hi, babes.
Hello, Ken.
Mr. Kirby?
Yes.
I'm Duffy, private detective. Look for Duffy. Have you seen him?
Bud and Mary? No, I haven't seen them in about 5-6 months. Last time they were here, we painted the town crimson red. Started out with some onion rings down in Mission Street. It's Mary's idea. Hop the shuttle over to Oakland, and we take a champagne flight to New York. At 2 a.m., we're standing in Studio 54, where we rendezvous with George Bush and Imelda Marcos. I'm telling you, that Bud, Mr. Swivel Hips, you put a nail through about 40 pairs of shoes. And you, Mary, dancing like she's got jello for bones, doing the limbo in George Bush. An incredible evening.
Actually, we're looking for their son, Daniel.
Dan?
Yeah, see, Bud and Mary are having a wedding anniversary this weekend, and we wanted to get a hold of him so we could take him back with us.
Speaking of marital bliss, I've been working on a little piece of insulation art for their 40th wedding anniversary. I call it my shrine to Bud and Mary. Let me whip this off.
Come on.
And you see the star man, Mr. Bud and Mary, whom I consider something of a religious figure. You were with
So-
Dan at one time, weren't you?
Yeah.
You were his girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's out of the picture now?
Well, we just don't know where he is.
You like onion rings?
Not really.
It's a grease.
Well,
This place is good.
they're sort of fattening.
How about art? You look good on canvas.
Well, I think we need to be going.
Yeah,
No.
thanks anyway.
Well, I got the
Thank you
beach
so
towel,
much.
the whole thing. I don't have one of those NRA brands.
Bye.
I'm not going to ask you to get the buff or anything like that.
It's such an ancient picture, but one that I've never
We still got Frank to help me through.
'Cause there's no nicer witch than you.
This is a comic book. You should read one every single night, a comic book. 365 comic books a year. Read two. Read two. 365, 365. That's over 500 a year. It's a form of therapy. Located at 3335 23rd Street between Mission and Valencia, in the safest section of the Mission District. The phone number is 05509158.
Hi there. Is this movie depressing you? Depressing me. You want to talk about it? Yeah. You got any feelings about it? Might be a good idea to talk to me. I got an MA, PhD, an MD, and several licenses, and a cat. And I just lost my job, so I got an appointment book, and it's empty. It's got a lot of empty spaces in it, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. But you might want to schedule an appointment with me, and we could talk about it. And I'm cheap, real cheap. But I understand that still might be too much for you, in which case you might want to consider talking to my cat, who is quite excellent in his work, and who I supervise on a weekly basis. He's got whiskers and fur, and he purrs and such. And talking about it might really make a difference. And anyhow, if you think you might be interested, maybe you'd give me a call. Maybe you might come in and talk to me about it.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd appreciate it. It'd mean a lot to me.
Well, what's your number?
My number is 7777777.
Oh, okay. I'll remember that.
I hope so.
Well, I'm not saying I'll call you right away, but yeah, maybe in the next few days.
Well, if you don't, I'll understand.
Yeah. And well, cheer up, okay?
I'll try. I really will.
Okay. We'll see you around.
Snowboarding. the sport of the 90s. And it doesn't matter which one you buy, as long as you buy it from me. Snowboarding. This is a snowboard, okay? This is a snowboard.
Is like snowboarding cool or picking up chicks, you know?
Why, definitely, dude. Like, the most radical babes in the mountain are all on snowboards. Like,
How about how many people die every year?
55, 365. That's over 500 a year.
Have you ever like snowboarded like nude?
as snowboarders can have just as much fun in slush as they can in snow. This snowboard, model Flip, can be used for moguls, half-pipe, all-round riding, trees. It's an all-around snowboard, an excellent first board. This is a racing board. Fast, fast, fast. Expensive, expensive, more expensive. Black graphite bottom, or whisking along the snow. A favorite of skiing converts is the asymmetrical board, such as this race board on my left, but it's more affordable because it does not have the graphite bottom, as this heavy tool does. This is the Mambu M1. Should you be interested in a used board, please call 800-334-4828.
Hello. Hi, Helen. How are you? Good. How's everything with you? Well, how's your new job? Dan? No, I haven't seen Dan. It's been a long while. Yeah, the last time I saw him, I was sitting down in a sushi bar with some friends of mine. And then... Great sushi.
Yeah.
Dan, how are you?
Fine.
Long time no see. This is my friend Dan. Dan, meet Dan.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Have a seat. Sit down for a while. Join us.
I can only be a minute because I'm on my way. How you been?
Fine. I haven't seen you in a long time. Looking great.
Well, thanks.
Are you going to your parents' 40th wedding anniversary in October?
Wedding anniversary?
Yeah, their 40th.
They've been together for 40 years?
Can you imagine? 40 years.
Who would have thought?
I don't know. Not me. But it's in the middle of October.
Oh, I wasn't invited.
You weren't? Do they have your telephone and address?
Well, probably not. I've been moving around quite a bit.
What are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm going to go see a friend of mine, Kent Kirby. We're going to the Venetian Room at the Fairmont Hotel.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Who's playing?
Mel Torme.
Mel Torme?
Yeah.
He was around when your parents got married, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was very popular then.
Uh-huh.
And he's still kicking.
Oh, good. Well, you go and enjoy Mel for us, okay? See you later.
Miss Rubin, we want to thank you for sharing with us your lovely home this afternoon.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
But we really need to ask you some questions about Duffy. Have you seen Duffy?
Duffy? Well, I haven't seen Bud Duffy and Mary Duffy since they were out here for their daughter Helen's wedding. Now that was quite a spread. And there was that time around Christmas time they were here and there was a big cocktail party. And didn't I see them down at the barbecue that George Bush and Barbara Bush gave down at John Hull's ranch in Costa Rica? Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, they were frequent visitors down at the Bar CIA Ranch in Costa Rica. Now talk about your spreads. Well, then I learned, of course, that they were infiltrators much like myself. I don't mean to imply that they were double agents or anything.
We don't mean Bud and Mary. We mean Daniel. Daniel Duffy.
Oh, Daniel Duffy. Well, wasn't he living over on Haight Street? And before that, he was in Hamburg for a while. And before that, he was right here on South Van Ness. And before that, he was on 26th Street. Before that, he was in that awful place on Valencia Street that burned down to the ground. And before that, he was back over here on South Van Ness. And before that, he was in Minneapolis, which is in Minnesota near the town of Mendota and the big Mississippi. And before that, he was in Iowa, which is near Minnesota and the state of Wisconsin and the big Mississippi. The Popocatépetl is not in Iowa, rather in Mexico, Mexico,
state,
Nagasaki, Tibet.
Pete, what are you talking about?
Oh, thanks. I needed to be shaken out of that.
I didn't.
Well, maybe we better open up another one of these. What do you say? And I know, we can crank up the hot tub. It'll just take a minute.
I'm sorry, but we just don't have time for that. We need to locate Dan. Can you help us? Do you have any clue of where we could find him?
Well, you know, there is this one guy he hangs out with a lot, this Smith character. Now, you can usually find him dealing outside of the St. Ignatius Church. So he might know where Daniel Duffy is.
Smith. I remember that character. Yeah, I know him well, in fact. Let's go. Thank you, Miss Rubin. You've been very gracious.
Well, it's been lovely to meet you both. And if you find this guy Smith, tell him this lottery candle is bogus.
Come here, man. Come here. Look, check this out, man. I got candles for all occasions. Come here, man. I got what you want, man. What is it, Catholic voodoo? You know, what do you want? You want Elvis? I got everything. Check this.
Smith, I thought I shut you down last year. Here you are again, selling votive candles on street corners, selling Pope to school kids.
Hey, that's my Pope candle, okay? Leave it alone. I don't mess with school kids no more. This is a respectable racket. Actually, now I'm making superstition respectable for yuppies. That's it.
What?
Yeah. I got all these great candles here. Check these out. I got this one here. It's called the Wax Tax Shelter. This one's great for saving money. And this one over here, this is called the Parisian Paraffin Experience, made with beeswax from Bordeaux, Paris. And look at this one over here. This is a Donald Trump hate candle. This one's great because when you burn it and goes down, so does his cash flow. This is great stuff here.
Look, we're not interested in your stupid candles right now.
Hey.
We're looking for Dan Duffy. What do you know about his whereabouts?
Dan who? Who's Dan?
Daniel Duffy, your old sidekick.
Never heard of him. Come on, I'm running a business here, okay?
Yeah, well, that's something a businessman might be interested in. St. Corby.
St. Corby? Oh, George Bush watching the Ayatollah speak. That's amazing. Yeah.
Saint Smith.
What?
No, I want Duffy. That's what I want.
Well, you know, maybe you want to go someplace, go buy it. Maybe you're thirsty or something.
We might be.
Yeah, maybe you want to go buy a beer someplace. Go buy a beer.
And where would we go buy a beer?
Well, one place might be the Zeitgeist.
The Zeitgeist?
Yeah.
You don't mean that sleazy biker bar on Valencia Street?
Yeah, that's where he hangs out, okay? That's where he hangs out, you know what I mean? Yeah.
We'll buy that for now, but if it's a trick...
Hey, no problem.
I'm going to be back to floss your nostrils with that holy choker.
Candle!
Well, let's ask this guy. Excuse me. Do you know a guy named Dan Duffy?
Dan Duffy? Dan Duffy? I haven't seen him since George Bush and
Well, before Jesus park their hogs here.
Okay, thanks. Wait a minute. Hey.
Are we sure we want to go in here?
Well, it's up to you, but this is where it's supposed to be, right?
Boy, this place has really changed. I don't know. I don't see him. Let's get out of here.
Wait, there's somebody who shed some light on things. Hi, Nathan Salon. We'd like to ask you some questions.
One of these beers. What?
We don't have time for a drink.
We'd like to ask you a few questions.
Oh, you're gonna ask me questions? But you don't have time for one beer?
It's about Daniel Duffy. Didn't he used to hang out here?
Yeah, but he doesn't hang out here anymore. He stopped when they picked up the freeway, put in the pool.
Nathan, do you know where he is? I'm trying to find him.
How many questions is this going to be?
A lot. Do you know where he is? Do you know where he lives?
Yeah, he moved.
Oh, he moved. Do you know where he moved to? Is he
Yeah,
still in Cape?
I helped him. Well, I mean, I kind of helped him. I wanted to help him. I got there a little late. But I got there.
But you know where he lives. You know where he moved.
Yeah, I've been there.
Well, do you have the
I
address?
had a beer with.
You had a beer with him. Do you have his address?
Yeah,
Can I have his address?
okay. Yeah, let me check my address book here. Let's see. Scruffy? No. Fluffy. Muffy. Yeah, Duffy. Yeah. He lives on Labora Street.
Labora Street? Did you say Labora Street?
No. Did I say Labora? No. I meant Dolores.
Labora Street.
Yeah.
Is there a number?
Oh yeah, 380 Dolores. 380. No decimal point. 380.
Okay, I've got it. Is it an apartment?
Yeah, it's an apartment. Oh, you live in a house? You think everyone lives in a house?
Nathan, what's the apartment number?
Number 10. You know, one more than 9, one less than 11, 10.
Yeah, I've got it.
Base 10, remember?
Yeah, and he still lives there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nathan. It's been really nice of you.
Oh, you bet. You want to get some calamari?
We haven't got time for fried foods. Well, he's probably hiding under his bed or else he's not home. Thanks for this Swiss Army knife. It came in handy.
What a dump.
What do you deduct from inspection of this room?
He's a slob. I haven't seen a room like this since Bush and Noriega were roommates at West Point. It's Daniel's room, all right. Recognize the smell of these anywhere.
Yeah, those socks are unmistakable. Look at this. Could be a clue.
Anshin and Allen. Architecture. You don't suppose that Daniel Betty.
Yeah. I'm afraid so. I'm afraid our Daniel has gotten himself into a real job.
Can I help you?
Do you have a Daniel Duffy working here? We need to talk to him.
He may or may not have a Daniel Duffy working here. You see, I can't just give out that information to any person who walks in off the street inquiring about a person or persons who may or may not be employed with our firm.
The San Francisco School District.
Oh, I see. Mr. Duffy is in trouble with his truant officer, is he?
Well, that may or may not be the case.
Oh, please. If he's here, can we please see him?
Do you have an appointment?
Well, no.
Oh, I'm afraid I couldn't possibly let you see him without an appointment. If in fact he does work here, or even if he doesn't. What do you want?
It's time for a break. I can't relieve you.
Oh, so it is. You can handle these people. And if they give you any trouble, don't hesitate to call security. Or the police, as the case may be.
We're looking for Daniel Duffy. Does he or doesn't he work here?
Yes, he does.
Oh, can we see him?
Sure. Go down the hall to the right and take a right. Go across the wood planks, go down that hall, through that room there, and when you come to the other room, turn right. Go across the wood planks and look for him behind the partition.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have
Yes.
a nice day.
There he is. Daniel!
Ellen! Helen! What are you doing here?
Where have you been? We've been looking all over town for you. Why didn't you call in the last month?
Oh, I'm sorry, it's been a month. I guess that's about the time I got this great new job. I am the system administrator for the computer network in the whole firm. Why, they even call me super user.
Well, that's great, but that's no excuse for not calling me or your family in so long.
Well, I'm sorry if I haven't interfaced with you lately. But tell me your electronic mail access code now, and I'll enter it into my database.
Daniel, are you all right? You're not turning into a computer, are you?
If I could access your modem, we could exchange files.
Oh, I've never seen him in this bad a shape before.
What's your baud rate?
Let me talk to him. Daniel, your parents are going to have their wedding anniversary, their 40th wedding anniversary this weekend. I've got a couple of tickets, and we could go. Do you want to go?
My parents?
Yeah, you know. Mom and Dad.
Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
Daniel, you're not thinking of leaving, are you? We're very busy and have only 2 hours to make the Federal Express deadline.
Tony, we'll make the deadline, don't worry.
But, Dan, you haven't seen your sister Karen in over 5 years.
Karen.
And what about your brothers?
Bert. Greg. Tom.
And all the kids. The kids are waiting for you.
The kids.
What about our deadline?
Right, Tony. I'm afraid I can't go right now. But I'll try to schedule another visit sometime within the next 5 years.
But, Daniel? Something's wrong. I sent this construction document to the printer, but it's printing something else instead. Oh my. Why, I think it's the lyrics to a 2 Live Crew song. What could be the matter?
I don't know.
Daniel, if we're going to make that plane, we've got to leave now.
I can't go. I've got responsibilities here. I've got to fix the printer.
Daniel, tried to get a plot at the 5th floor plan. Look what I got.
I'm certain there's a simple explanation for both these problems. Let me see. Change directory, user, ACAT, plot. That's funny. Who made a plot called gremlins.plt. Oh my god. There are like thousands of them. They're everywhere.
Oh my god. It must be a computer virus.
Ah! What are you going to do about it?
Daniel?
I've got to get back to my home directory.
Stop him.